Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and I came back to the asteroid main base to fix the solar panels. I did work on them and then just replaced the old system. Here I had the script running with the new custom turret mechanics, because it seems to be a lot less invasive. This thing seems to be just taking the sun's position and then just pointing towards it. The script has to do some math in the background and do some work there. So it seems this works at least a lot more performance friendly. I can't tell you. I will talk about this maybe after I've fixed everything, and I will do that at the Dune Station 2 and see where else I have solar panels that maybe need fixing. I think the main comm stations I need to fix. The comms network I will have to take a look at, because I exchanged the mods for the laser antennas and have to maybe fix some stuff there. But it could be that everything works fine. We will have to see. But yeah, that will happen. I'm running around now. I did work this one out and the other one that is back here. They work fine and flawless, so that's not a problem anymore. Then I went in and fixed some issues with air vents because they went away, and I replaced them. Works fine too. The station is as empty as ever. I don't know. This was too much of a project. And again, one thing I discovered for myself is definitely that I like to build huge, but the problem that I have with it is that I don't know how to fill space. And having this much empty space is kind of weird to me. So in the future, I will definitely build my ships a lot more compact, and that's why I'm running around right now with this thing instead of the Empress. Although I like the Empress, and filling the Empress, that sounds awful. Building more on the Empress will be fun at one point. So I'm taking this thing with me. I tested it out, replaced. I completely removed the mod that ran the thrusters for this ship. So I replaced the thrusters, added some hydrogen tanks to put it into the newly founded hydrogen economy that we are running, and put flame fronts or azimuth thrusters on here. That's maybe cheaty, but that's okay to me. So while doing this, I discovered something. Because I crashed this ship, I need to change some buttons out. This ship runs on now not Vector Thrust 2 anymore, but on Vector Thrust OS. That kind of is a continuation and an upgrade to the whole system. But it has basically a boost button, and the boost button is the same as my downwards button. So I crashed heavily trying to dock, crashed into the Duchessa, smashed the programmable block, and then I found that I couldn't use programmable blocks anymore. So they work, but once I use the edit key, let me see. So I can press the button with left click and it doesn't do anything, and most of the time even these buttons don't work. I have to hold right click and then the button suddenly works, and I can't explain why. It suddenly happened, and found out that an old thing happens to a lot of people, and it seems there's no real good fix for it except the right click thing. So have to keep that in mind now. Also a bit awkward because I've tried for a few hours and asked in my Discord and all that stuff if other people have the same problem. I thought it maybe came with the new update, and that might still be the key because the case, that's what I wanted to say, and might be still the case. I can't tell you. It worked before, now it doesn't work. We have a new update for the PlayStation beta. I changed some things. We now have some things that tell the people on what system we are, and I don't know, I'm in a single player world now, so I don't really need that. But on the other hand, it works for stuff like the entity list. And here it kind of does some neat things, because for some reason it pushes every player, or at least for here it does that. It pushes that back and gives everything else on the top. So pirates, thumbs, that is assertives and all that stuff. So if you need to delete something or if you need to work in there, you have that on top now with the owner name. So that's a kind of welcome change, because on the server, on my server, we have to delete stuff once in a while, because for some reason it doesn't delete correctly, and so we end up sometimes with a ton of space pirates just floating somewhere. So we have to regularly go in and clear that out, and that hopefully makes stuff a bit easier, because now I can just see, okay, this is a player, and everything else that's not a player is just on top, and I don't have to go and scroll through the whole list continuously. So taking this with me, I will bring that down to Mars, because I kind of want to work a bit on it. The vector thrust was always the thing I really liked, and having maybe a ship back that can scratch that thing is neat. I will also go back to Programm and collect the bug that I've built there, and maybe bring that one back with me and make some blueprints from other stuff. I might bring the military truck that I've built there. I might want to bring that to Mars too. So we will see. This will look like a ship will look like a collection of grids soon. Good. I'm done here, so now I will go over to Dune, work there, then maybe go to the main communication station and work some stuff out there. Let me jump to Dune, do some work there, and if I have anything interesting to show, I will show that to you. So I'm at the Dune planet, and I had nothing to do on the surface. Good thing, can stay as it is. Did some work in orbit, but one thing that the vector thrust ship has that none of the others have is the cruise mode. That's just, that alone is just a nice thing. I might try to see if I can implement the vector thrust thing without having nacelles on there. Maybe on all the other ships it can do some work too, because the cruise mode is just, that's amazing. I'm not touching anything. It just holds speed, and if I move the mouse, it will try to keep up with the speed, so it will retain most of the speed when I turn and then fly into that direction. One thing that the vector thrust ships do that is not so nice is they slowly veer off of target. That's still not so nice. But yeah, with cruise mode, it's just a bit of bringing it back onto target, and then see, it keeps the speed. I maybe can even speed it up a bit more. It goes down a bit because, again, it is just... Hey, but it works amazingly well. So, yeah, back to orbit. There is just a solar panel that I exchanged. I will now go to the comms array. There is more, not more to do, but the main comms array has some of the quantum black solar panels. They also need to be, yeah, pointed towards the sun to give them all the power that they need. That definitely, I might have to go around to all the... Ooh, I think I'm using the script or the smart solar rotors on all of the comm stations. So that will be the next thing to do. Maybe I can at one point then remove the solar rotors or the smart rotors, because I don't need them anymore then. Yes, I'm continuing the work. So I'm working on the main system here. I replaced or removed one of the solar farms. I am changing the layout a bit because I'm able to use less now. I'm getting enough power to run the new amount of power that I need for the long range connections, so I can remove a few of these solar panels. I don't know what these solar panels do to the performance, and I'm also kind of changing everything out so that I eventually can have some oxygen farms here. And I don't know, I'm preparing all these solar panels now so that I'm able to maybe put some oxygen farms on there. So it's just me sticking conveyors and conveyor these reinforced conveyors on here, and then just putting some conveyor junctions on so that if I ever need it, I can go with that. So I've made the post a bit longer with the rotor and the conveyors I have here and the hinge. It gets even longer. So now I usually just use some beams and make a nice, I don't know, structure to hold the whole thing in place. And then I will put the quantum blacks on there. I had, I don't know, a lot of them on here. It was 16 per side, 32 of them, and I will definitely reduce that to 8 on each side. That should be enough power to keep the whole thing running, even over the longer distances that I have here. So this time I will put the turret controller on the inside. I hope you all played around with that. So here I can put 2 on, and I will just go 2, 2, 2, 2. So I name this one Sol 1, And then I go for all the parts. So, no, so 1. And so 1. And I also turn the share inertia tensor on here so that thing doesn't wobble like crazy. So I have quantum blacks. Take this. Then put them on here. I'm pretty sure I would be able to run it even without the extra ones. So putting 8 on each side is still somewhat overkill, but I have the parts. I will recycle all the parts that I don't need anymore once they are done, and get that. Ugh. I might also throw them away. I will decide that later. No, I will. I think most of them were produced rightfully. I will check that. Otherwise, I will just throw them away and discard the parts. Ugh, why do I have the red in here? It's just not right. Good. Turret controller. So I hope you all have seen this. If not, I will show you now. So what I am doing is just setting this up to have the rotor as advanced rotor sol, and then the hinge sol 1 and the camera sol 1. That is the main setup. I usually reduce the speed. I'm going for 3. That's still pretty high for large solar panels, and then you just turn on always aim at the sun, and it should do that on its own. Now uses the camera as the aiming device, and then it just points everything at the position of the sun. Pretty neat system. Again, I'm sure it just knows where the sun is right now and then points at it. I haven't. Did I test that already? I might want to test if it's possible to block it. So if the sun goes down, does the whole thing still know where the sun is? I'm pretty sure it does. What we could also do is go and limit the range of the hinge so that it doesn't completely fold in on itself, but it isn't really necessary. So, do I paint this? Do I paint this? The thing is, I don't have a slot for the paint. I will leave it gray now because I like the color palette I have right now and I want to keep it. I will keep it. I will keep it that way, and it needs to be gray. This is just out of sight, out of mind, I say. Yeah, now next thing, remove this thing, do the same thing here, and then again decide what to do with all the excess solar panels, because here I have a lot more and I needed them because before I had I'm using a mod that reduces the amount of energy the laser antennas use, because it's really excessive. You see, that was before, and the thing is, the same mod, the thing that the mod also does is it removes the line of sight requirements. With energy shields, laser antennas lose their line of sight, although There's nothing in between, but it says the shield is something in between, line of sight broken, so we remove that, and it also makes aiming over vast distances a lot easier. I think we are projecting laser antennas now over roughly 20,000 kilometers, so that's why we for one needed the power and now need a bit less, but we also want to get rid of the line of sight. It's just ridiculous. Good, but next thing is I remove this and then I continue on with all the other solar panels and all the other communications arrays. And what else I find? This world is still a continuous work of keeping everything running. So a few days passed and I ran around in the world and did some more work to keep everything running. And I fixed most of the relays. I changed out some stuff on Pertum. I decided to not bring the stuff from Pertum to other planets. The remodeling the bug to fly out of atmosphere. And when I arrived there, there were already parts broken again. It's doing stuff with subgrids and not being there leads to stuff. But the biggest thing I found is I've found a planet, and it seems to be the alien planet. So ages ago I lost the alien planet. It was suddenly gone, and then all the stuff around the alien planet was just not interesting anymore because the planet was gone. Could have replaced it, but the thing is that I kind of added some planets, and it could be that while doing that I moved the alien planet, or maybe there was a bug with one of the planets. I know that one of the planets was based on at least the textures or the materials of the alien. I don't know, maybe somewhere in there the alien planet got moved. It's not like I deleted stuff or so, and here here it is now. There, things. We might go down there, take a look. I never was here, although that is Dune, but maybe the distances here. By the way, Mars, we talked about the whole relay stuff. That's where Mars is, and Earth is even further back. So we have this one, and we found this Planet 3 Purple Moon orbit. We never were really there. I kind of missed this one, so we will go down there, take a short look around, but I'm not sure if I can ever find anything again anyways, and I don't know if it's the same planet at all, so I don't know. I really don't know. X, why are you not moving? Oh, okay, I didn't unlock it. So again, I can't tell you what is up with this one. It could be that we... Oh, you turn off. It could be that it is the same one, that it got copied. But yeah, we are missing all the GPS dots and all that stuff, so I don't really think that we are... I think I deleted the base there anyways, and it seems different. The alien, my first alien planet, had that it didn't look that way. So let me just explore for a second, and we we then go back up. Oh, I should maybe make a GPS dot here so that I can find it back. Again, I can't tell you what is up with that. That's the thing. I looked into the entity list, and again, there it is. That must be it. Why it is called alien? Again, I thought I saw that multiple times, but I thought that is another planet. We have other planets still in the world that I never visited, and I thought maybe somebody named it that way, but is replicated? No, I don't know what that means. So let's go down there, take a short look, go back up. This must be a very, very different version of the alien planet, because that is, this one here seems to be more like Pertum, with canyons and with stuff like that. I like the feel of it. The alien planet that I had was a lot flatter with and I never seen these textures, but I don't have an ore detector, so I can't really tell. If the patches on the side there to the left. I hope it's, by the way, not too dark for you. I'm sorry that maybe that goes a bit dark. Let me do some magic, because I have the feeling this is too dark, and I don't want you to sit in the dark. So, good. Turn back on the cruise mode. So you can see that this seems to be very hilly, very canyony, and the normal. This doesn't give me normal alien planet vibes, so maybe it is a different one. I don't know. Ooh. This looks nice. I might come back here. Let me give it a quick GPS dot. I'm just adding them under my name. Good, but I think I will fly back to the ship. By the way, I absolutely like the cruise mode here. This is just great, being able to just keep the ship at speed and fly it. The thing is, now we are so late in the series that I really don't know what to do with it. So, yeah, can't tell you. We'll go back to orbit. We'll see if there's anything else. I'm not sure, because again, I might return to Mars, and then we do some more work there, because I think I got everything now. Before we go back to Mars, we will do a short detour to the other planet that I basically just visited to make a GPS dot there. I made an orbit marker here, renamed the ground marker, removed the one in the middle. So the thing is, we go Purple Moon Planet 3, I have no clue anymore what that is. Purple moon, I can assume what it is, but planet 3, I don't even know if that thing is still there. So let's see if we can select this and then jump there. I want to go back to Mars. I want to work a bit on the vector thrust thing. The back thing is doing stuff that I'm not sure if it is supposed to do that. Good. Whoa. Oh, it is this one, the yellowish. Did I ever visit that thing? I'm absolutely not sure. So purple moon should be somewhere here too. Oh, the purple moon is gone. Good, then we still have that thing here. What is that based on? Oh, SPRT signals. Hate you! Go away. What is that? Okay, that must be Earth or something like that. It's just... But how many planets did I add? And do I have shields up? I don't have shields up. Why do I not have shields up? 7 shields up. Oh, what is breaking? No, okay, nothing is breaking. I'm dumb. Good. Let me get a bit closer to get into the atmosphere, not the atmosphere, the gravity range. I will just take a short look and then we head back. And now I feel stupid. This is Programm, so I can just go. I don't know why there was another thing set up. Maybe there was something. I think I added moons around Programm, so maybe that's the thing. But you can see that there's some things, some signals, and that's the other side of the planet. So yeah, that's Programm. Back to Mars. Again, on Mars, I will stop the recording and then we will go and set up. Yeah, do some work on the ships. And oh, come on, I flew there and saw that it took ages to get into gravity. And now I have to exit the gravity again. So I can remove the planet 3 orbit. That's something I will do immediately. So I don't end up going here again. I have another... I had other GPS dots that led to nowhere, and it might have been objects that I deleted or planets that I deleted, something like that. It's a bit... Again, this world is a mess. It's crazy how messy it is. As soon as we are out of the gravity, we will go away from here. Programm, by the way, I didn't have to do a lot because here I was set to use wind turbines all everywhere, so that was good. I didn't need to change out solar panels or anything like that for all the small little stations I've built. That's a good thing. I will meet you back at Mars. So I'm back at the Mars space. I forgot to repair this thing and change it, and I also didn't change over the, where is it? The comm array for this part of the world. So I'm doing that now. Yeah, I want to end the video here anyways. I'm again, I know this makes for not so nice content, but I really like to bring stuff up to date in the world. It is kind of a thing for me. The thing is that I'm in love with persistent worlds. That's why I have this series with a world, or now multiple worlds, but with worlds that keep on going and not stopping for anything. That's why I have that, and I love to, I don't know, to work on them, to maintain, to repair, to update. As much as I sometimes rant about it, and as much as I sometimes am angry about things not working and wanting to throw it all down and having comments, and people are right about this, that I would maybe feel a lot better in a new world, because then I wouldn't be stuck with a lot of unfinished projects and a lot of stuff that needs still work and all that thing. But on the other hand, I really like this. I like going around, tearing down, building up again, refining, moving things, reacting to whatever happens in the world. And it is just, I don't know, it's something that I really can't explain too well. It is just, I don't know, it was always a thing that I really liked doing in worlds, and not only in Space Engineers. I don't know, I've played Stellaris worlds for ages, even after everything's basically finished, just to keep working on the worlds and building stuff somewhere and setting up. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Every game that has some building aspect, I like to just maintain the whole thing until it is really completely broken. So good, but now I will definitely stop for today. We need to set this up to work again, to power it while we are not here. Always aim at the sun. Move, please. And it did. Yes, it did. Good. So for the next episode, I will go back down to Mars. I will work down there. Or maybe here. I don't know. We are here in home turf, and I want to work a bit on this thing, maintain that, and work a bit on the nacelles, give them a bit of form, so that hopefully this thing just rotates like crazy. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because I have the other thrusters here. I will maybe integrate them better into the frame, use maybe the more modern variant, have them remove this part, maybe add another gun or two, so that I can use this one too for things. And then I have a lot of gyros that I'm not using here. Okay, there is the power. I will work a bit into this. Then I also need to refuel this one, maybe. This one could use a splash of color. I'm not sure. I will work on this. And also this one. I don't want to completely leave it behind. But one thing I might want to do is replace... This is as close to vanilla as it gets, except for the power and the guns and the shield. So maybe I don't replace it. I have the feeling that it got a bit more sluggish since we went and used all vanilla thrusters. I kind of want to see if that can be dealt with by maybe having more thrusters on there, and then I need to maybe have a laser antenna, but find a better place for it. This one needs to go somewhere. So that's what's the plan for now. So people, I think that's all for today. That was enough stuff. Hope you liked this episode. If you did, then please leave a like on the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. See ya, guys.